Stop for a moment. What you are watching is not an animation clip. This is not a slideshow. This is not a typical demo video. This is a cinematic film created digitally. There are no cameras involved. There are no actors involved. There is no physical studio. Everything you see here is created inside Higgsfield Cinema Studio. Most AI video tools generate short clips. They look impressive for a few seconds. Then the experience starts to break. Faces change suddenly. Scenes lose continuity. The story feels disconnected. That is not what is happening here. Higgsfield works with a different approach. Higgsfield is designed for cinema. Cinema is not random movement. Cinema is controlled movement. Cinema is intention and structure. In Higgsfield, the process starts with an image. You decide how the scene should look. You decide the mood of the scene. You decide the lighting. You decide the framing. Everything starts with a single image. This step is intentional. Cinema Studio does not rush into motion. First, you decide how the scene should look. You describe the subject clearly. You describe the environment clearly. You define the lighting and the mood. At this stage, nothing is moving. This is about composition. This is about framing. This is about visual identity. Cinema Studio generates multiple image previews. These are not random guesses. They are controlled variations of the same idea. You review these images carefully. You choose the one that feels right. This selected image becomes the anchor. The anchor is important. It locks the character. It locks the environment. It locks the lighting. This prevents visual drift later. Once the anchor is selected, the process moves forward. Only now does Cinema Studio allow motion. The video is built from the anchor image. The system does not invent a new scene. It respects the image you chose. You then describe how the scene should move. You do not describe everything. You describe only what needs to change. A slow walk forward. A gentle camera pan. A calm push toward the subject. Movement is added carefully. Nothing moves without reason. This is what keeps the scene natural. This is why motion feels cinematic. The camera follows direction instead of guessing. If something feels too fast, you slow it down. If something feels unnecessary, you remove it. This level of control is rare in AI video. Most tools jump directly into motion. Cinema Studio separates these steps. Image first, then motion. This separation improves quality. It improves consistency. It improves storytelling. When you want to change something, you do not start over. You adjust the image. Or you adjust the motion. This saves time. This protects continuity. This workflow makes long-form creation possible. Each scene is built with intention. This is how Cinema Studio turns ideas into cinema. Not by rushing, but by building step by step. Many AI videos try to impress with motion. Cinema tries to communicate meaning. Higgsfield understands this difference. That is why it works well for storytelling. This workflow supports longer videos. It supports short films. It supports educational content. It supports brand storytelling. The same structure applies in every case. Consistency is very difficult in AI video. If you can imagine a scene, you can build it here. If you can structure a story, you can film it here. Higgsfield is not a shortcut. It is a framework. Frameworks last. Frameworks scale. Frameworks support creativity instead of fighting it. This is cinema with intention. This is cinema with control. This is cinema built digitally. This is Higgsfield. Higgsfield is designed as a complete creative ecosystem. Different tools exist for different creative needs. Cinema Studio is built for structured cinematic storytelling. Other tools focus on speed and experimentation. This gives creators flexibility. If you want fast visual exploration, Higgsfield supports that. If you want controlled cinematic output, Cinema Studio supports that. Higgsfield does not force one workflow on everyone. It adapts to how creators think. Tools like Kling allow creators to experiment quickly. They are useful for testing concepts. They are useful for early ideation. They help visualize ideas without deep setup. This is helpful when speed matters. Tools like WAN focus on visual generation and rapid iteration. They allow creators to explore styles. They allow creators to explore motion ideas. They allow creators to test visual directions quickly. These tools work well in early creative stages. Higgsfield supports both phases. You can start with fast tools, then move into Cinema Studio for final execution. This reduces creative friction. It also reduces wasted effort. You do not need to rebuild everything from scratch. Each tool has a clear role. This makes the platform practical, not just impressive. Creators benefit from choice. Educators benefit from flexibility. Studios benefit from control. Higgsfield is built to help creators finish strong. Whether you are building short content, or long-form stories, or educational material, or cinematic films, the platform adapts to you. Cinema Studio is where stories take final shape. Other tools are where ideas begin. This is not about one feature. It is about a complete system. A system designed for creators who want control and creators who want growth. This is the broader vision behind Higgsfield, a flexible studio for modern storytelling. Built for speed when needed. Built for structure when it matters. This is why creators stay. This is why workflows scale. This is why long-form creation becomes possible. And this is why Higgsfield stands out.